Hey guys, Ronnie Wuest, France Taylor. We're here at Delaware Combat Sports and Self-Defense Academy here in Smyrna. Occasionally I have people say to me, hey Ronnie, your side mount control is pretty strong, it's pretty tight. They're having a hard time keeping the bottom guy from shrimping and getting his knees into stuff. And they usually blame it on the fact that, I can keep good side mount because I'm strong and handsome, which is true. But it's strategy involved on top of that. So let me show you where guys go wrong. Now for today we're just going to talk about like a very traditional side control wrestling style, side control like this. If I'm just holding side control and I have the head wrapped to the arm wrapped, I'm not controlling anything than his chest and upper body. So if I'm here, even though I might be strong and heavy, go ahead and oop and shrimp. Yeah, I'm not preventing that. And that's the whole basis of shrimping, is to escape side control. You got to understand the whole basis of shrimping. We learned shrimping back in Jiu-Jitsu 101, white belts all learn it. But the problem is the more advanced guys tend to forget the effectiveness of it. Well, put your knees up. All right, go ahead and shrimp. Try shrimp. Okay, it's impossible to shrimp without your feet, okay? Now watch, he has his feet, go ahead and shrimp. Okay, obviously. Now watch this though. If I'm pushing into his leg, go ahead and shrimp. Yeah, he pushes him away. If I don't hold his feet, go ahead and shrimp and come in. Yeah. So my point is too many people tend to forget that shrimping is controlling the hips and the legs. It's not this. The upper body doesn't shrimp. It's the lower half. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that when I'm holding side control, my back knee is in line with his hips. I'm not controlling the shrimp. Go ahead. See, I'm not controlling his legs. And that's why the bottom guy gets out. What I like to do is stagger my back leg into this part of his back leg. So when I'm side mount, I'm real wide. See how far my knee is down here? Now, go ahead and shrimp. Takes nothing. Like, I'm not even using strength. Go ahead. All right. So imagine if I was holding tight. That stops his hips from oompa, and it stops his legs from turning into me. Okay. The next part is, the bottom guy is good. He knows to get this arm in here and build this frame. That's going to make it tough for me to keep the top side from moving. So one of my favorite things to do is wrecking the head, as I call it. Some people have experienced it. Some people have learned it and really like it. We're here. He fights to get his elbow in. Okay? I've got to stop that. Even if I have this wide base, here, go ahead, shrimp. Yeah, he's still making it a struggle for me because he has so much power and pressure here. Back out. So the easiest way that I've always figured out to get this arm out is wrecking the head. What I'm going to do is I come out on the head, the tip of the head. I use it for leverage, not under here, here. And I'm basically going to bring his ear here. Now he has a choice in life to make. I step in and I recover the arm. Now, back up. Now look how, here's my knee. Now go ahead and shrimp. Nothing, can't do it. I can sit there all day long, okay? The next, once I get here, I get the arm up and the wide base. This is where this guy starts to, not necessarily panic, just realize he's kind of stuck. So he starts making really bad decisions. And one of them is, he thinks oompa is going to make a decision, or a choice for him to get out. So what I do is, a lot of guys, when they get here, they use this gable grip. This is my favorite grip, except for not in this position. This is very bad because it's hard on my wrist. So what I do is I cup under the arm, and I use like a reverse kind of gable grip here. But the reason I do this is when he goes to oompa, hold on, I'm going to post my hand. So he oompas, and I was right up with him. I didn't pick him up. Go ahead and do it again. Now, he's basically oomping. I'm just riding with him, and then I'm setting him back down. Now, I set him down a little more violently than some people do, but it'll teach him a lesson. Don't try to oompa again. So, starting from the beginning. I get side control. First thing I want to do is wreck the head. He pops his arm out. I collect it here. I sit real wide under his legs. My elbow, my right elbow, goes on his hip here. I don't need to lock anything if I don't want to. From here, I can come up. He starts to oompa. That's up to him. He did it, and he knows he did it. And then from here, I can control side mount as long as I like. So that's basically the side mount control. The one thing I preach all the time in Jiu-Jitsu is if you can't own the position, if you can't secure it, if you can't be there all day if you don't want it, then you don't have it. Don't transition from one position to another until the one you have is absolutely secured and you can stay there as long as you want. And side mount is that position. Side mount's a great top position. because the bottom guy's going to panic, the guy at the bottom's going to freak out, he's going to try everything. One, he'll exhaust himself physically. Two, he'll exhaust himself mentally and emotionally. But best off, it's giving the top guy time to rest, because it takes no energy for that wide base, for me to hold. I can sit there and catch my breath, relax, chill, let the bottom guy get exhausted, and then I can transition to a mount or knee on belly position. So again, wide base under the knee, stop the knees and the hip, wreck the head, bring the arm up, reverse gable grip kind of, I don't know what that's called, but hold it. The one towards the head is in, and the other hand I can post on the mat if he goes to oompa. Because if I don't and he oompas, then he starts throwing us around and it gets to be a wrestling match. So here, just post, lift him up, and secure side mount. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's not because I'm just strong and handsome, it's because there's some technique involved in it. All right, so again, Ronnie Wuest, Francis Taylor, Delaware Combat Sports here in Smyrna. Peace.